End of the booth, we talk about our domestic piece, so all of our plumbing goods. And the guys did a great job at really highlighting and making this a very visual display this year. So we get into things like mixing valves. So tempered water, certainly to match the CSA codes, and all of those things are a big deal, right? For the Canadian codes, mixing valves are a component and a standard on everything we do.
And even if it's not a code, the health and safety component of don't burn people.
You got it, you got it. We went through that a number of years ago as that code was being updated about scalding.
Yes.
And we talked with the sick children's hospitals and just all of those things that came into line. It's best practice, do it, make sure it's a part of the business, right? So, so aside from here, as we move up, we're talking more and more about domestic hot water research.
Yep.
How do you build comfort? But also talking about the usage component, right? What are you going to waste down the drain waiting for your hot water? So again, this is not necessarily a money saver for anybody, but it's going to do some good things, right? We're not dumping water that's processed. We know we pay for it when we receive it into the house. Well, we also pay for that water on the drainage side of things and the processing piece. So, you know, mixing valves, domestic hot water recirc, we've got a few different ways to do that. We've got some smart components that are measuring habits and building your calendar as it is in that house. So it's dynamic and always changing, always learning. We have leak prevention devices. This is what's called our leak breaker. On the water heater down here at the bottom, we have a sensor pad. Should anything go wrong in that volume style water heater, or even if you want to tag a water meter within your house, we can put a valve like this. It's a 3/4 inch full port ball valve. We can put that in play and guard against a catastrophic failure, right? Something that's going to cost money. So.
Now, the Taco leak breaker isn't something you just have to use in the house, though, right? You can remotely access that, like if you were on holidays or something like that, and you have any kind of issues with it?
We will have a component of this that is Wi-Fi enabled.
Nice.
It's not a two-way communication at this point. What it will do is alert you there's been an issue.
But that's what you need,
and it
right?
will close. Yeah, absolutely.
You don't need to be talking to your leak. You just need to know you have a leak.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So, yeah, this is a really nice feature wall. As I said, the guys have done a great job.
Big fan of the smart plug.
Thank you. I think the smart plug is one of the greatest innovations. Simple little 10K thermistor that we just put on the pipe to measure that hot water event. So, you know, you can see things and capture that quite easily. This is one piece I didn't talk about under our little display sink here.
The hot link valve.
Is our hot link valve. So think of the opportunities in houses where we don't have a dedicated recirc line. Now we've got the ability to create a path in which we'll come in from our supply with, envision at 6 a.m. in the morning, that entire house is there's not a hot water line in it, right?
Yep.
So we're going to move that cold water through that hot water line, and we're going to purge it, essentially pushing it back to the water heater. So we allow flow to cross through this valve and go back to the water heater.
Now, would you use that on a water heater and a tankless, or would you really want to see that used only on a water heater?
Great question. This one here, because it's only a 1/4 GPM flow through that valve, we got a lot of those manufacturers on the tankless world that go, that's not even going to fire a gas valve. So you've got to look at those.
1/4 gallon a minute, your burner's not going to fire.
That's right. So fun valve, great opportunities with it. A lot of those houses we're going into, they're still tank style.
Well, so my house, finished top to bottom.
Yeah.
It's got a very poor plumbing system from the 90s, and something like this is ingenious. It's very easy to put in, solves my problem.
For a valve like this, many homeowners don't know there's a solution. They moved into a house, they're like, wow, I wait a long time, right?
Yeah,
First thing they do when they move in, where do they go?
Yeah.
They go to the showroom and buy shiny stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got even more flow restriction to it, which means the wait's even longer.
Yeah.
So as a tradesperson coming in, to recognize the opportunity and make that suggestion, hands down, great way to go.
Simple, easy way to deliver comfort.
Absolutely.
Very cool.